Hey folks, you're OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look of the VCS-001. So despite the generic sounding name, this is a mobile phone holder, which is it's a universal holder that's meant to be mounted into the inside of a car. You can put this onto the windshield or onto the dashboard and use your device as a navigational GPS. You can also use it as a placeholder if you have a passenger who wants to view a video or watch a movie. That's a good application as well. It has a pretty strong microsection cup in addition to a silicone tip, which doesn't scratch your device when you are clamping it onto place, and it fits up to phones with a 5.5-inch screen, so phablets are supported on here. Pretty generic design. You can see this is what it looks like if you have an iPhone clipped on, and the back features a bit of basic info about the utility of this, such as the support for a 360-degree rotational hinge, which is quite nifty, and it can also be operated using one hand, which is nice to see. Of course, you can also use this by placing it just onto a desk, so you can just pop it onto, again, a surface. If you want to use it as a traditional media stand, it does work. It's not going to be perfect for larger tablets, however, so that is something to keep in mind. It sells on Amazon for about $10, which is very low cost. It's definitely not as fancy as some brand name mounts that we checked out in the past. It doesn't feature any charging capabilities like QI wireless charging, nor does it have pass-through USB ports. So it's just a very simple kind of car mount design going on. So here is what the overall design and look is like. It is made entirely out of plastic, so it is quite lightweight. With that being said, the plastic here does feel fairly sturdy. It's a little bit on the hollow side, but I feel like it's should last for a bit of time before it breaks or anything. The sides here features a knob that you can turn to adjust the stiffness of this lever that you can tap on to expand the arm to get a bit more tight or a bit more loose. And again, on the inside, you have access to the aforementioned rubber and soft touch materials that prevents the phone from sliding out or from getting the phone scratched when you have it. On the very back, there's access to the microsection cup, which does securely fasten the unit onto a desk surface, or again onto a dashboard or a windshield. And I can also, for a more tighter setup, I can even push out all the remaining air by turning this lever down, and that creates a very, very tight connection and prevents anything from happening. It's not going to drop out or pop off from the windshield anytime soon. The rotational hinge, as you can see here, is quite flexible. You can also change, again, the stiffness as well as the looseness down below there, and it works pretty well. The company's logo or the seller's logo is embedded onto the top. So let's do a quick demo of how this works by popping on a phone and showing you guys the experience. So I have, let's say, an iPod Touch that I want to use for GPS purposes. I can clamp it onto place fairly well, and it stays in place decently, I'd say. The screen is at a slightly awkward angle, but I can also adjust that using the hinge pretty easily, as you can see there, but it seems like it holds the phone nicely. There is a part of the screen that is blocked by the top arm, but I think that's to be expected with this kind of design. So that's one of the reasons why a magnetic car mount might be slightly better as far as the utility and ease of use, but this one does still work. It does the job. You can check out most content fairly easily, and you can see that, again, it is very flexible and easy to position onto the car or onto a surface for watching videos and enjoying content. So it does work pretty well. At this price point, under $10, it is one of the most affordable universal car mounts for smartphones as well as media devices that we've seen in quite a while. So you can check out more details about this in the links down below, as well as a bit more details in our official written review, which includes a bit more testing with a greater range of products. So be sure to keep posted for that. Thanks for watching this video first look here at OS Reviews. This has been the Leeioo Universal Car Mount.